Take on the world. We're gonna take on the world.
All right. Is it off yet? No, it's not.
Keep going.
We are live. Third Eye Truth Theorem podcast coming at you again. Episode 159. This is March 4th, 2026, downtown St. Joseph, Michigan. I am James Gill, your host. This is Joe Hill, the co-host, still alive and still sober. He's doing Lent, guys, if you didn't know. He is putting himself through the rigorous torture of
torturing for another year for 40 days.
40 days.
Year 3.
40 days. Good job, Joe. I appreciate it.
You appreciate it?
I appreciate it. You're such a nice person when you're not drinking.
That's what everybody tells me.
I know.
Other people tell me that. I think I'm funny and nice no matter
Yeah,
what.
then that would definitely go through your head as continue to be sober.
My journey.
Your journey is tough.
I think I look more
understand.
mean when I'm not.
What do you mean?
I know I just look mean when I'm not.
No,
Yeah.
there's other things that
Quiet.
they go through that.
I know I'm quiet.
But we appreciate you doing this. I appreciate it.
So is my liver.
I know. All right, guys, let's get to the show. All right, we have a special guest on tonight. She is part of the Ben Soft Pretzel truck that we have around the area. They have how many?
We
locations?
have a truck and we have a trailer.
Truck and a trailer.
Yeah.
And you guys are opening up another one, apparently. I've heard.
We're opening a store.
Store.
store
All
in
right.
St. Joe.
Yeah.
Even better. Even
So-
better. Guys, I want you to welcome Julie Weckel. I said it right.
You did.
Bam.
Nice job.
Welcome to the show.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate you so much for joining us. Jones, give me a clap for getting the buttons right this time.
Oh, I'm actually getting
Yeah.
the last name right too there, buddy. Yeah, good
Well,
job.
I'm doing a pretty good job doing
Good
that.
job. I know you're getting better on people's last names.
Yeah, unlike yourself.
Yeah, I can't. That's why
Sound it out. There you go.
still doesn't.
Welcome to the show, Julie.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. All right, Joe, you want to get in on this?
Yeah. Okay. Miss Julie. So, let people know, where'd you come from? What town did you grow up in? And what was the high school? I'll go that far back if you can remember.
I do remember.
A lot of people don't.
Okay.
I do.
I do
At
remember.
least you remember.
So I was actually born in the city of Detroit
Wow.
and kind of grew up there. It was early childhood. And then we moved out to the suburbs, which was a bit of a culture shock, but, good. So we were in the city of Wayne.
Okay.
in Wayne County.
Yeah.
Right. So went to school there, John Glenn High School,
What's the mascot?
a rocket.
Oh, that's different. We haven't had a rocket yet.
Well,
No.
again, John Glenn, astronaut.
See.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry. Yeah, I did not.
This shit flew right
Sorry.
over your head. That rocket
Sorry,
flew over
I'm
his
not. I'm not really know what all the astronauts out there. My bad.
That's
If it's
okay.
not Buzz, I would not know.
Gotcha.
Why are you guys laughing at me? God, I'm always getting laughed at. Feelings. But so, what kind of? How they dress up was it? No really true mascot.
Nah.
The last one that was around that Detroit area, they had it was a lance, or what was it, a lancer? But it was a doughboy.
Oh, no, it was the Charger.
Chargers, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a Charger. So you think a Charger, you think more like a Lancer and stuff like that. Now it was a doughboy. It was physically the
Michelin, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man
yeah,
type of
types,
deal.
yeah.
Yeah. It was-
you would
it was
never
weird.
expect that at all.
Never expected that.
Yeah.
Hey, Detroit area, autos,
Yeah,
autos,
that
that
makes
whole
sense.
bit. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, yeah,
now.
yeah.
That makes sense.
I mean, you got to click into that part.
That
too.
makes sense.
I never
It's a
really thought
Detroit
of that
thing.
part.
It's a
It's
Detroit thing.
Detroit
It's
Yeah.
a Detroit thing.
So you went from that, graduated, and where'd you go after that?
Western.
Oh, good job.
Yep. Met my husband.
Oh, you met your husband at Western.
Yeah.
So, where'd you meet him at?
The dorms.
The
The dorms.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. No, he's a good guy.
Party too hard, huh? You just met him. You just love at first sight.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The dorms, and we just partied and just love at first sight. Look
Yeah,
at
there you
that.
go.
How do you propose?
took me out to a lake and told me all the sweet nothings and how he wanted to be with me forever. And so far, 30 plus years.
There you go.
Good for you.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
actually. That you don't really hear stories in long relationships and marriages that much lately.
Marriage is lasting.
Yeah, lasting that long.
Yeah,
Test of time.
that's right.
I mean,
Yeah.
good
You
for you. My
You
actually,
don't get that much these days.
my
You don't.
family's been married for
What's the
46.
secret behind it?
What's the secret behind it?
I've
Uh,
always wanted to know that.
I mean, in all honesty, he just really loves me.
Yeah.
And he puts up a lot.
With the shenanigans.
Well, you know, I have a way of doing things and
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
And he usually wants to make me happy. And
Okay, that's good.
yeah. And then when I'm happy, then I get to make him happy.
Happy wife, happy life.
You got
Does that
it.
go? Is that how it goes?
I think that's
I've
I think
heard-
it's a good statement.
I've heard that statement.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good statement.
I have. I heard that statement before.
You
But-
have?
yeah.
Have it?
I have.
Okay. I was going to say, where you been living?
Yeah.
Under a rock?
No.
Yeah.
Sandcastle.
So you got married?
Yep.
You have any children?
We have 2 children.
Yeah.
Yep. Our daughter Taylor, for Ben, she does a lot of the social media
Yeah.
and coordinating and all that. She's very
Oh,
much
that's what I was
part.
talking to.
That's who you're talking to.
That's what I was talking to.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
She does all the handling business on the phone. And
Still
then
had no
social
clue who I was talking to, though.
media. Yeah, I was expecting a guy, tell you the truth. I didn't
Oh, with
know.
the-
Ben
with
with the name. Yeah.
Franchise.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I noticed I was looking it up.
You
And
didn't
I'm
know it
trying
was
to.
a franchise?
No, I didn't. I was looking it up, and there was so many different. I was like, wow. Okay, this must be a franchise. So
Franchise.
okay.
Yeah.
So, going to college,
Yep.
Found her soulmate.
got your husband.
Got the family.
Now, what was the degree under? What did you study? In
So
college?
I'm a social worker.
Okay.
Got my bachelor's, got my master's in social work. And we both went back, both got our masters at Grand Valley.
Yeah.
He was in education. He was a principal, teacher, then principal. Last stop was Brandywine,
Oh, really?
but he was in Bridgman. He was in Berrien Springs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Social worker.
Yeah.
So what was your first job and where was it?
First job as a social
Social
worker
worker, yeah.
was in Allegan
Okay.
at a skilled facility, nursing facility. I work primarily with people who are older and adults with disability.
Good for you. You have a good
Yeah.
heart.
Well, I mean,
That's
cool,
gotta be- that's gotta
cool
be-
people.
Yeah, there's got to be still a challenge in social working with people with disability and stuff like that atmosphere to try to get them involved with a business that looks down on people like that. And
There's a lot of bias.
Yes.
There's a lot of
Yes, there is.
stereotypes. I think as a human, if you go into any job and you essentially go in with humility and say, I don't know what you've gone through, because I started working with the elderly when I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
I was the kid, that little girl. I heard that all the time, that little girl. And a person who has a disability, I've been blessed to this point to not have one
Mhm.
to that extent. Could happen tomorrow,
Oh, yeah.
but
Definitely.
right now it hasn't. So I have to go into life and basically say, all right, I'm gonna listen with an open ear. And you really got to make sure that you don't approach people thinking you know more about their life than they do.
Was
I like
there
that.
ever a moment that you thought that you got into the wrong profession, or is this something that you always wanted to do in
This
life?
was it.
Okay.
This was it.
what?
Social work.
Social work?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I know we're going to be jumping around on now, social work and this, but I'm still kind of confused. How'd you get on Pretzels then?
Have you had a Ben's pretzel?
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Okay.
I have. Have you?
I haven't. No. I
You
can't wait
will.
to get into this.
I
Sorry.
like how you keep patting it like you're going to be making your own.
Yes.
It might not taste the same when you make it and
says
have it.
10, you may get 6.
Depends how big you go.
Yeah.
That's right.
But my thing
You may
is,
get
it's
6.
not the way sometimes a company makes it.
Oh
to
no no no
how
no no.
You make it.
No 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 no
Oh,
no no
you-
no. Oh, no 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 no.
Get them, Julie.
Right here. That's the real thing. That's all the ingredients that we use in the shop, in the truck, in the trailer.
I meant how he's still gonna make it though.
I
What do
mean,
you mean?
he may screw it up, but if you follow the directions,
Wait a minute.
you,
Yeah,
you
there you
won't.
go.
You
Let me get this
won't.
button
There
ready
you
for both
go.
of you.
You might screw it up. Still, you might cook it too long,
No,
or
no.
it'd be kind of doughy still.
There's a time. I mean, the
Follow the-
instructions are back there.
Follow the directions.
So every stove's different.
Huh?
I'm learning that because I went from electric stove to a gas stove now.
No, okay, that
And-
could be different. That could be
That's
different.
totally different.
That could be
Okay.
different.
You're not doing stovetop. You're doing oven.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I cook all the time. I bake. I love baking.
There you go.
But this is totally different in my house right now where I'm at.
That he
I went-
moved. And you
I
had a
went from
different-
electric
Okay.
to
Yeah.
gas, and this whole gas stove thing is really tripping me out. All of a sudden, tick 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 tick. Oh shit, I'm dying. I'm about to blow shit up.
You think it's gonna blow? No, get out of here.
I'm not used to the sound though. But
Okay.
since you never had one,
Mhm.
but still, how'd you jump into from social work to this though?
Okay. Well, kind of fun, kind of sad, kind of good. So, COVID hit 2020. My father had died in 2018. My mother died in 2020. And from their estate, we had a little money.
Okay.
And from the first time I had a Ben's, I wanted a Ben's store close. And the closest one was down at the mall in, Mishawaka, right?
Yeah.
So if you wanted a Ben's around here, you got to drive an hour. There should be one closer. Well, my husband was retiring. Everybody was on lockdown.
Yeah.
We had a little bit of money. I was like, we should just do it. That goes back to he loves me a lot, right?
He
'Cause
loves me a lot.
This is my dream.
Yeah.
This is my thing. But the way that it works is because he's there, right? Because he said, okay, and so we had the conversations and we did all the steps and, we were accepted to become franchisees and we had to find a location and he did a lot of that work. So
Wow.
he was working on that. We were working on it together. I still have the social work, business that I'm doing. And it just started coming together. And I just have so much fun at it.
Did you guys have to take any classes in order to make the pretzels work and the cinnamon rolls and all that good stuff?
Yeah. Yeah. So one of the things, if you open up your own business, because I've had a few. So if you open up your own, it's all on you,
Yeah.
right? You got to figure out what you don't know so that you do know
Exactly,
it,
yeah.
right? And it's satisfying, but it's a challenge. This was the first time we looked at being franchisees. So the nice thing about franchisee is they'll teach you everything you need to know. They'll give you all the direction. Here's the path. Stay on the path. Now you give them money, but they give you knowledge and opportunities and, support. And that's something that's kind of nice to have, Got a question about something, call up corporate. Got a problem, call up corporate.
That's true.
Yeah.
That makes more sense how
Yep.
she jumped into Ben's Pretzels and stuff like that. I was trying to figure
Well,
out.
they already had to lay the blueprint out. The
Yeah.
foundation's already set.
That's right.
And all you have to do is follow the directions.
Follow the path, man.
Yes.
I was really confused because when you said you were a social worker and Taylor's actually said that you were social worker of the year.
I was, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
For Michigan.
yeah, for
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
So with that I'm kind of was intrigued, was out of the whole state you just said?
Congrats to
How
that.
how does that come up where I'm kind of curious how to say it, but I'm to say how I'm gonna.
Go ahead.
So how did they find you on being the social worker of the year? The best way I,
I
can
think,
say it.
yeah. No, it's true because there are absolutely people out there that are better at social work than I am.
Yeah.
Or they're equally as good or they're doing amazing things. There's some incredible social workers out there. And how do they pick one? Right.
Yeah.
So, somebody nominates you, right? And they say, hey, we like this that you're doing, and this is why we like it.
Like how
and
you do it.
then a committee gets together and they say, okay, of the people that were all nominated, we're gonna pick this person.
Did you get a key to the city?
No, I didn't. It's which city?
Allegan.
Now you get a really nice plaque and you get bragging rights for a little
Yeah.
bit, you know.
What year did you get it?
2015.
It's still a big,
Now-
big achievement.
Yeah.
How many nominees that you have to go? You
I
don't know.
I have no
No?
idea. Yeah.
Okay.
It's through the whole state.
But you know, I think
She's top dog.
when you get recognized for something, you know, some of it is who you know,
Yeah.
who knows you,
Yeah.
right? What's going on? You know, where's the emphasis coming these days, right? And some of it is, you know, if for us as individuals, when you have opportunities, doors open, windows open, sometimes you got to take them.
hmm
You know, even if you don't know what's on the other side, you know, so there's some risk involved. Sometimes you have to realize that what you're doing is no longer satisfying. You got to move to something else. Well, now you've just gained knowledge and experience and you're moving forward. And you move forward enough and you pick up enough bits of information and knowledge and interaction with others. And if you do what you're supposed to do, sometimes it gets recognized.
I like that.
That's a great way to put it.
It
That's-
is.
I mean, it's to the point.
And yeah, I mean, it's just like how everybody says, even M when he said that, even you quoted almost the same way. You have one opportunity, one chance. You got to pretty much go forward and then.
It's a
achieve
Detroit
it.
thing.
Yeah, it is.
Detroit thing.
It's Detroit. Oh,
Yeah.
look at her.
True
Yeah.
grit.
Yeah. If I got to hear that true grit shit. I didn't think I had to hear that anymore. True grit. So you graduated, you got your degree.
Yeah.
You say you got your master's?
Yep.
So you got your master's. Did you stay in Detroit, or did you want to think you're going to go back to Detroit area and say, I want to do it there? Or how'd you end up in Allegan or Grand Rapids area?
So never Grand Rapids.
Okay.
So Western got us to Kalamazoo.
Mhm.
We were married. Whoever landed the job first, that's where we
Oh,
moved. So that's where we got
that's
to
good.
Allegan.
Okay.
Yeah. Kids came along, new opportunities, moved to White Pigeon. Now it's his career, right? Then he went back to school. Then I went back to school. Then another job. Now we're moving over to Berrien County. Love the county.
Yeah.
Love the area. Love the opportunities. Berrien's demographics are such that it's outside my background.
Okay.
Fortunately, Berrien Springs is around.
Mhm.
Berrien Springs, I mean, they say it in their commercials, but it's true. They are a global community.
Yeah, they
Yes.
are. They
I
are.
mean, how cool is that to raise your children? I mean, the first year that we moved there, they had friends who came from Russia,
Mhm.
from
Yep.
different countries in Africa, from South America. I mean, they were all over the
yeah,
place.
Yeah.
How freaking cool is that? I mean, you talk about diversity.
Yeah.
That was awesome. So we were just really excited to have that ability to expose the kids to
Mhm.
a community like that. So that was really neat. And got the kids through high school. They started going to college, and we started looking for our retirement house, downsizing. Because again, I've worked with the elderly, and I know that most people, they end up living in 4 rooms in their house: the living room, the bedroom, the kitchen, and the bathroom.
That's about right. Yeah, that's about right.
Right.
Yeah.
So we moved to a house that will accommodate us as we age.
You gotta have a bathroom.
Got to have a bathroom.
Gotta have that. You don't have a bathroom? Never mind. Never mind.
Explains a lot, huh? No. We were leaving one child out. We stopped at Taylor.
Yeah.
You said you have another one.
Yeah, my son,
Your son?
Zach. Yep.
Is he part of the Ben's organization?
He loves his mom.
Just like his dad.
Well, just like his dad. And he is available anytime I say, hey, can you come and help us out?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but he lives up he lives up in Grand Haven, and so it's
That's a beautiful area.
yeah. So he'll help out. He'll do paperwork for us.
What's he do?
He is a quality assurance manager at a company that makes topicals and different type of homeopathic.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good for you. You have
Yeah.
2 successful type children,
They're awesome
and
people.
comes from the parents, and you showed them a great way of how to do things.
That little bit of luck, a little bit of luck. Hey, I
Yeah.
mean,
It's all love. It's okay. So you said you had other jobs out there that you got yourself into?
Other businesses.
Other businesses?
Yeah.
What's the other ones?
So I have a private practice,
Okay.
and so what I do is it's based on the fact that a lot of people who are older or who have disabilities have difficulty getting out of their homes. Just because you're older and just because you have a disability does not mean that you have mental health needs any more than anyone else.
Right.
But isolation can escalate it, and not being able to get out means that you can't get the help that maybe you want. So developed an agency where we actually go out to them.
Okay.
So if someone, is homebound or they have difficulty getting out, but they want to talk to a counselor, we go to them. So we cover Berrien, Cass, and Van Buren counties.
Okay.
Wow. How'd you start that up?
It was part of a program when I was getting my master's. I was interning at a program, and they were doing something like that.
Okay.
And then went on and got another job, and then I'd get phone calls like, hey, can you see my mom, or can you go do this? So I kind of realized I had to start, you have to do the business stuff, right?
Yeah.
Reduce liability and take care of yourself while you're taking care of others. So I started the agency, and over the years kind of did it part-time until I went full-time. Yeah.
That's interesting. I mean, that's awesome that you do something like that for people that can't. You're pretty much helping them out even more. And there's not a lot of places that do that.
Yeah. It's you gotta be comfortable driving. No matter what the weather, right?
Yeah.
You gotta be comfortable with it and going into people's homes. And fortunately I am. So, it's a good fit.
Yeah.
I don't like being in an office. I've had those jobs. The jobs themselves are good, but man, you look out the window and like, I want to be out there.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when it's nice out, you want to be at windows open, driving is much better than sitting in a cubicle.
Yeah.
Or a office at your desk the whole
Right.
day. So
Right. For me, at least. Right.
was there times? I'm sure there were times where you, like, man, this is a tough case I have to cover for elderly. How does it take a toll on your psyche as far as being a social worker?
You have to be aware of it. You have to know that you can't be everything to everybody. You got to know where the boundaries are, but you got to have the support and you got to have the fun. So the support is the family, and friends. The fun is, for me, it's pretzels.
That's your release.
Oh my gosh.
That's your release.
I love it. I love it. Get me in the truck.
Yeah.
Get me in the store, rolling pretzels, talking to people. Come on.
Don't you talk to people on your other job?
Yeah, but I
It's
also
not
do
like-
a lot
it's
of
not-
listening.
It's not the same. It can't be the same, right?
No, I can go into the truck.
Yeah.
And if one of our workers is rolling, I'm like, add more salt. You can't go into someone's house and say, add more salt.
Can't boss them around.
That's right.
God, you're making that wrong. Add salt.
It's a whole different world, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were doing all these jobs,
Mhm.
and how long were you doing it? Each business were you doing one business for so long, then you jumped into another business, or was it all going into what you were doing for the social work type stuff, where you were doing the social work, then you were taking one of people's houses? Did it all end up going that direction, or did you just think I want to do this now?
Yeah, no, it's accumulation, right?
Okay.
Because when you leave school, whether it's a bachelor's level or a master's level, as much knowledge as you have, you don't know what you're doing. You got to get the experience. When you're talking about working with people who have some pretty significant challenges in their
You're talking
life,
about social working though.
social work,
Okay.
yeah.
I get that.
Yeah. You can't just jump in and say, okay, well, I have a degree. I'm going to start talking to you about all your psychosocial elements in your life and tell you what to do. It's like in social work, that's a no-no, right? So you got to get experience in other places, have other jobs and responsibilities, and you get the experience. And again, you listen to people with that open ear. Like, well, what's your experience? I've learned more from people that I'm there to help than I'm sure they've ever learned from me because they've lived a life, right? So you catch up to it, and eventually you look around and you're like, oh, okay, now I get it. Now I know what I didn't know. And about every 5 years, you have that epiphany. It's like, oh, I didn't know before, but now I know more, and you keep going and you keep going. And I've been doing social work since 91.
Wow.
Yeah. So about every 5 years, it's like, you level up, at least for me.
So your leveling up is going to still doing something with social work, but now you're going to people's homes. You're helping them that way. That's another step up. What's the next step up from social work and where you're at now?
So interestingly, I'm in talks with an agency to kind of come together and kind of bring Geriatric Connections, which is the social work private practice, and bring it under their umbrella so that we're able to expand services by using their platform. And then what it'll do is allow me to expand the counseling even more without having to carry it all by myself. So
I like that.
yeah, and then I can make more pretzels.
Do you find yourself getting bored very easily? Is that why you have to move around and stay busy at all times?
Yeah. If you've done it for a while, it's
Yeah.
like, all right, where's the challenge?
Challenge, yeah.
Give me the challenge.
And another question: do you work with veterans as much as the regular civilians, as far as that goes?
We haven't, but not because we don't, but just because for a while there we were pretty much at capacity. You hear on the news, you hear all over the place, there's a shortage of mental health professionals. Right now I could hire 2 full-time professionals, and fill up. Right. We've got a wait list right now because I don't have enough people.
Okay.
So could we work with veterans? Absolutely. Have I? Yeah. Yeah, I have. Some of the most special people that I've ever interacted with. One was a Korean War vet, combat, special guy. But, and there's obviously many other people. But yeah, we could do that. We just haven't done a lot of it.
Okay.
So to go with what you're talking about, and I have a question for you, James, actually. Well, I'll go with this one first to you. My question is, once you're working with all these people and you're probably working on them until they don't need you anymore or they pass away. How does that feel when something like that does happen? Are you heartbroken?
Sometimes.
A lot of people, when it in your job and your profession is doing it for so long, they have a heart, but they just passed away. I mean, I'm sorry for their loss. I'm sorry for losing them, but they're gone.
A lot of it depends. For me, my experience has been dependent on where the person was at themselves.
Mhm.
So a few of the deaths of clients that hit me the hardest were the ones where we didn't see that coming.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh my gosh, you get that phone call and your heart just drops.
Yeah.
And then there's other ones who it's like, they're like, why am I still here? I'm really ready to go. And, you're having that very, open, honest conversation about death and dying and, what comes next and good life or bad life. I'm kind of, I've been here long enough, and when they die, it's like a celebration. And I don't mean like, woohoo, but I mean like, okay, yeah,
Right.
good. They're ready for this. This is the next step. And a lot of times it's based on what they believe. For me, if it's something they're looking forward to, I'm all for it. Not suicide, but
Go ahead.
My question to
Yeah.
you actually is, I don't understand when people say the regular common folk to the military folk, we're all the same people.
Well,
Mm.
not necessarily. Not
What?
necessarily.
Because they went to that,
Yeah,
they had basic training. What?
No, that majority of them have seen some stuff that we will never see,
Well, I understand that part. The whole
especially in
mental part.
combat.
Yeah. So you're going with the mental health on that.
Yeah,
part.
that's
Okay.
exactly where I was going with that because
Okay.
the conversation we had Monday
Somebody, yeah.
with a guest we had on him, which was a vet, and he did a couple of tours in Afghanistan, and that had to be. I mean, he said he had the most fun in his life doing that job, but when he came back, he noticed that he had these issues he had to deal with, and it was to the point where he would become violent,
Yeah.
or act out in a certain way, and I was just wondering that if you ever dealt with any veterans, and if you did, was it harder for them, you to process some of that stuff that you do with the average person on a daily basis? That was my question.
It's Luke, so I don't know.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you read the literature, if you listen to first-person accounts, whether it's people who are receiving mental health supports and services or it's the people providing it, I think a lot of times when you see success, it's you go back to the person and what they're looking for. So there's some people who've been through military and they don't want to talk to civilians. They want a military-related person
Right.
to talk with, someone who gets me, who understands. And if that's what they want, then by golly, they should have it.
Right.
Absolutely. Right. In the same way that you hear people with substance use disorder, they'll say, I only want to talk to someone who is an alcoholic, or I only want to talk to someone who, used drugs because they're the only one who understands. Well, if that's their perspective, then yeah, go down that path.
Exactly.
Find that person. Yes. The boy in the blue.
So, kind of curious, since you say it like that, do you hire people that are alcoholics or past drug users or anything like that? So you have someone that's in that kind of concept?
So,
because you can't really get a job saying, yes, what's your background? I'm a drug user.
Well, actually, there's a lot of people who have substance use disorders who go into the helping profession, whether they're social workers or psychologists or psychiatrists or any number of mental health professionals. They do pursue that because they want to give back or whatever their personal reasons are. But do I have anybody right now? Well, I can't say one way or the other because then I would be outing somebody.
No, I know.
Right?
Yeah.
And so I have, it's just like if you said, well, have you ever seen this client? I'd say the same thing. Well, I can't say anything because it's protected.
That's why I didn't ask that question. I already thought of that question in my head and I said, no, she probably ain't going to answer it.
But here's the thing. There's so much mental health need. There's no way I can hire enough people to cover everything. That's why we go to school. That's why we learn through case study. That's why you learn through interaction. That's why every 5 years I power up because I've had 5 more years of experience to learn from people around me, taking courses, taking continuing ed, reading articles, whatever it may be. And all I can do and all the other clinicians can do is we can be honest. Do you have this experience? Yes or no? As a clinician, I can say yes or I can say no.
Yeah.
Right? And then it's that person's decision. Am I willing to work with you? In this case, Julie. to help me with this problem if you've never experienced it. Now, the cool thing about social work is we have a motto or, kind of a philosophy is we start where the person is at. So we don't come into a situation and say, oh, this is what you are, this is what you represent, and we're going to tell you where you're going. It's like, we don't do that in social work, right? Social work, it's like, hey, can you share with me where you're at? And can you let me know where you want to be? And then together we can talk about a pathway to get you there. And if we end up being on the wrong path, well, we'll just swing it around and try a different one. So that's a really cool thing about social work.
Makes me want to help people more.
There you go.
I help people already. Trying to think. Oh yeah. So with that social work and everything else, then you did other stuff with social work. How? Pretty much, you said how you got into Ben's Pretzels. So how did you take that leap on adding more stuff to your shoulders, to your family's shoulders? I'm thinking, I want to do a franchise. How did you get to that point where you told your husband, let's spend this money on Ben's Pretzels? But I mean, how did he take it?
There was a lot of conversations. A lot of
'Cause
conversations.
That is a lot of money to start a franchise.
It is.
So
It is.
I looked into doing like a couple of franchises, not that, but probably not as much as that was, but Crumble. You know Crumbles? Okay.
Yep.
So Crumble cookies, I would love to have one around this area. I looked into it. That is a lot of money to start a Crumble business.
Yeah.
And so I understand where this would probably be a lot of. So how did you get to the point where you had everybody in your family on your side?
How does any family come up with a decision to make a change? Hey, I got a job offer. We have to move 3 states over. Family meeting.
Yep.
Right? Hey, I'm questioning my faith. I want to try a different church or synagogue or temple or some, how do you have that conversation? Somebody comes out, LGBTQ community. How do you have that conversation?
Mhm.
Right? So I'm fortunate because my husband and my children and my family, the extended family,
Your inner circle.
yeah. I mean, we're pretty much all on the same page. Everybody gets a vote. You get a voice, and you present what you want, and then my husband really loves me, and he wants me to be happy, right? And yeah, it's a risk. I mean, there's a lot of stress that comes with it, but there's a lot of risk with doing nothing.
Exactly.
Right.
You got a good
And
point
if
there.
if you do, I mean, you already pointed it out. You already figured me out, right?
Yeah.
I get bored.
Yeah.
Next challenge, please.
Yep, you got to stay busy, and if it gets stale and stagnant, it doesn't work for you.
Don't work.
Doesn't work
Don't
for
work.
you. That is I think that's me. I find myself getting stagnant to a degree, and then I want to try something different.
Yeah.
And the more I change throughout my life, I think the more I learn about myself.
There you go.
And once I figure that out, then I can apply myself to other things. So I don't just being able to do different things on a turn, a drop of a dime or just a turn is healthy
Mhm.
to a degree. So I mean, I understand the way you operate now. So
Yeah.
I noticed that right away when it's like, I want to do something else. Okay, I'm gonna do something over here too. And then you could add all those things together and make something bigger of that. So kudos to you on that, staying busy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Inspired. Look at you. So, with your family on board, your family thinking, okay, mom, pretty much they all agreed. Did anybody was kind of hesitant in your,
Oh yeah.
was there?
Oh yeah.
What was the biggest challenge to get over that obstacle of them being hesitant? Was it financial or was it just more?
I mean,
of-
financial's definitely there because if you have this opportunity, you know, you got a little extra, and you're like, you're gonna really go spend it, right? I mean, it's security if it's sitting in the bank,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
But it also means that, you know, you go out to restaurants more and you buy more clothes and everything else. You buy a franchise, I mean, you have the opportunity to
Well,
grow and
tweak it the way you want it to work.
Yeah.
I totally understand that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And like you said, I mean, those clothes and those things that you buy eventually wear out
Yeah.
and get old, and you want to buy some new stuff. But if you got a restaurant and a franchise and you throw something else at it to make it different or tweak it to where it works better for you, then do it.
right.
well, it's just like what Joe said actually when he was on Joe that detailing.
Mhm.
So what he did actually the same thing. He jumped full dived in head first.
Yeah.
He told his wife on their honeymoon and said, "Excuse me, I quit my job. I'm gonna go and detail cars." And actually, we're doing well on his job, and he loves it, and he feels better because he was construction or
Yeah, I think he was.
Yeah.
But his wife was on board.
was on board
also.
with it right away.
She was behind him 100%.
But she also had it, like he said, she had a great job.
Yeah.
So she was also the backbone of it. But
the breadwinner.
and
Well,
he said, but I got to do that, but I told her on our honeymoon. And then they found out they were pregnant.
So a lot of factors.
So,
involved in this,
lot
He
going
just
in.
told her that I quit my job to start up my own. And then she said, well, we're pregnant. He went, that doesn't make the right decision.
Well,
But
you
it
often
worked out
question
well.
yourself when the unknown comes into play.
right.
And when the unknown comes into play, you doubt yourself. You second guess things that you went over 1,000 times and fine tuned it to where you know it's going to work, but you question it.
Absolutely.
but
Absolutely.
this goes into my second part of that question, though, on that them all favored for you. Do you want to retire and do Ben's Pretzels? Or do you just want to do both still?
The thought has gone through my head quite a bit. And not because I didn't enjoy
Yeah.
the social work, right? Because there's
It's
nothing like
definitely
it.
a challenge. Yeah.
I mean, it's just an incredible feeling, you know, to be in that profession. But I've been doing it for a certain time. And then that door opened. And someone called me up and said, hey, let's get some coffee. And so we sat and we started talking, and the conversation led to what it would look like if we put these two things together. Something new.
Yeah.
Something new.
We
So
like
now,
it.
yeah, you know, the juices are flowing and the thoughts are going. And, you know, it's like, this could be something really, really good. And something beyond me. Because if you're the primary person doing something in a business and you leave for whatever reason, what happens to the business? You know, I heard something once. You have to learn to grow outward this way before you can grow up. And the idea is, the way it was explained to me is, if you don't spread your base so that you're not the only one holding it up, you can't go too high.
Mhm.
Because if you're not doing it, it doesn't get done. And if you're doing everything, it's not sustainable. So if you want to grow up, you got to grow out first. And so for me, with Geriatric Connections, that's where I was at. It's like, I have to let go of things, responsibilities and actions, so that it can continue.
Yeah.
Because the agency is what's fantastic, you know, what it does. But it can't just be me. I got to bring more people in. I got to ask for help. I got to expand
Yeah.
without being the one who does all the work. because that way it'll go higher. It'll reach more people.
I've heard that saying in two different ways. One, you got to build the house wide to have the structure built up and be stable in that
That's
way.
true. Yeah.
In that way. And the other way I was heard it from actually from a farmer. He says you got to fatten that pig up before it gets older. So you got to fatten that pig up so you can go out and get that bacon.
Has it ever been hard for you to ask for help?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You have to learn it. I had to learn it.
Yeah.
Some people are better at it, right? Just more naturally better at it. It goes back to the humility for me. You know,
Yeah.
if I can put my ego and my pride aside, ask for help is being vulnerable. You know,
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
you want to do it all on your own,
Yeah.
yeah, it's hard to do that sometimes.
I don't think it's really vulnerable though.
For me, an emotional vulnerability, yeah. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be for you though.
It's more pride in my eyes because yes, I did lose my license because of DUI. So it was hard for me to ask for help getting a ride all the time. So I walked to work in the winter.
Because it made you look like you were less than.
No, it made me feel
There you go.
oh yeah, not vulnerable, but it made me feel bad that I'm the one that messed up.
That's
Why should
that's a vulnerability.
no, I was thinking, why should people in my life help me?
You felt like a burden.
Yeah,
That's a
burden.
vulnerability.
Yeah, it was more of a burden in my eyes.
So you were vulnerable.
I don't know. No, I
Swallow the pride.
I just didn't know it was called vulnerable. I guess
Yeah,
It's yeah.
it's more burden in my
it's a
eyes,
form of it.
and I hate burdening people about it. So I walk to work.
Getting through the
You're doing good, and I'm standing
Yeah,
back
I
because I,
walk
don't
to
want to
work.
therapize right now, right?
Yeah, I walk to work just because I always say it's my penance kicking my own ass because I'm the one that messed up. So it's my penance to walk to work.
So, like I said, wherever, however you want to describe it, it still falls in that category.
Yeah.
That you need help and you feel like a burden asking
asking
someone.
for
And
help,
I do
yeah.
the same thing. I did with this podcast. I didn't want any help at first because I feel like I wanted all the accolades that goes with it after
Sure.
doing it all by myself. But I knew I needed help, and I finally asked help with this guy, and then we have two other guys come on.
Yeah.
And it felt so much smoother with that because I had people around to help me with it. And he stayed on from day one to
Yeah.
now, and he's been great at getting people on.
It's not as heavy.
Exactly.
It's not as heavy.
Not as heavy.
Yeah.
And then we just got Scott 2
Yeah.
days ago, and he's been
Day two.
been wonderful.
Yeah.
It's been wonderful because I don't have to do that behind there. I can focus on the things I need to do. So I
You can
totally
be
get it.
more present.
Exactly.
He was always present. He just has to run back and forth and worry about did we hit play.
Yeah.
Or hit the boo button.
Yeah,
and say-
That's not
this is all me right here.
That's on that controller. Don't mention that. Thanks. Now he's gonna see. Look at
He's getting
he's
set up.
getting set up now. So now I gotta wait for if I say something stupid or something like that. Now I'm gonna get booed or a clap. So to go back into what you were saying,
Yeah.
Did you feel that you're not burdened, but with your family, did you like nervous for them in that aspect where you did go forward with it? Did you think you made the right decision right after you paid that pretty much a franchise fee to bring it, and now where you're thinking, oh, I did it, shit.
Yeah. Yeah, you have that moment.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it keeps going. It's like, oh, we're gonna get a food truck. Oh, we're gonna get a food trailer. Oh, we're gonna get another store. Yeah. I mean, those are but for me, I mean, that's part of understanding that this is not something light. There's a lot of responsibility. Everybody who works for us, my husband's named Patrick. Patrick and I mean, we really worry about the people that work for us because we want to make sure, are you getting enough hours? Are you doing okay? Do you feel good about this? I mean, and we're a pretzel shop, so most people aren't going to work for us forever, right?
Right.
There's a lot of young people or people who are, they're doing things like I did. It's like, oh, I'll try this and then I'll go try that and I'll try this other thing. And we want to celebrate it when they say, hey, I'm going to go to college, or I got a job at, the hospital, or, I'm going into the military. And even though we don't want to lose them, we want them to be successful and happy more.
Oh,
Right.
she has a heart. Oh,
Right. And so, when you're looking at things like that,
yeah.
right, then it kind of, it keeps things in perspective for us.
So, do you think with your family by your side, are they you're gonna pawn it off on your daughter or
Don't
your
say
son?
pawn it
Pawn
off.
it off, yeah.
Don't make it sound so horrible.
Why, I don't
Pass it
think-
on. Yeah.
Pass it off.
Yeah.
Fine, pass
So,
it on.
okay,
They
so
inherit the family business. It
So-
sound horrible.
Why the
go
I
back
don't know,
go
I
back to
really-
social work and social work philosophy, right? You start where people are at.
Yeah.
I have told my husband many times, go do something else. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. You can get another job, you can start another business, whatever you want to do. I just want you to be happy in whatever it is that you do. Right? And the same with my daughter. It's like, if this is too much, because she has a full-time job. She's a dental hygienist. She works full-time.
Yeah.
And sometimes she has another job. Sometimes she bartends or does other things. She's a very busy individual. And
I wonder where she gets it from.
it's the mystery. But I never want what I want to be a burden, right, to someone else, especially someone that's
Why'd
really
she
important
point
to
at
me.
Why is she pointing at me?
Well,
Because you use the word burden,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
We call that reflection.
Yes.
Reflection.
I took psychology classes in college. I know what it all is.
There you go. There you go. So, but I mean, so what it does is it comes down to is for me, making sure that they know the door is always open for them to walk out. Right. And is my life easier because they're there?
Of course.
Oh, absolutely.
But you would like to pass it on, though.
Well, only if it's what they want.
No, I mean, but in your eyes, you would like to pass it on.
No,
No?
it's truly only if it's what they
Wow.
want. Yeah. I mean, because I'm the one leading this.
The leader of the pack.
I also have summer jobs for grandchildren.
Yeah,
Potential grandchildren.
absolutely.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of opportunities.
I'll let you put that in quotations.
Every parent wants a grandchild eventually.
I would, but my daughter said no.
Yeah.
She may change.
No, she's not.
She may change. You never
No,
know.
she
may
no.
change.
Oh no, she's
And then my oldest daughter said the same thing. I don't want any kids. She already has one now. So
yeah, she don't want it. She wants dogs. But you said your daughter's she's local?
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot. That's a pretty big around here is the dentistry pretty much. Everywhere there's like what 6 or 7 in the area.
Yeah.
So it's pretty big just in the area. So yeah, good for her.
So you think your kids what have they learned from this experience as far as the pretzel business or being in the business with you?
Well, my son knows what he does not want to do.
Okay.
What, franchising or
Making pretzels.
You moved all the way to
Yeah.
oh damn, I thought it was a franchise.
Yeah.
part.
No, he's actually working on his master's in forestry, so he just wants to go into the woods and hang out with trees.
That sounds really boring.
Probably relaxing.
It's probably relaxing, but
I'm guaranteeing it's relaxing.
That's right.
I just know I couldn't do it. I gotta have sound.
You like being around the hustle and bustle.
I do.
I can
I do.
relate to that.
I am.
Sound of silence, my friend. Sound of
Yes.
silence.
No, not me. I gotta have.
No, I heard this quote. Goes, being alone is dangerous, and it could be it was something else too. But once you do it, you realize how quiet it is and how peaceful it is not to be around anyone.
Yeah.
And I took that. I was like, wow, that hits home with me anyway. So I mean, I like to get away from the noises and
Yeah.
all the people, because I deal with people every day, and I'm a bartender, and I do this. I meet people all the time, and just to get away, detach,
Right.
and find my happy spot.
Yeah.
And he's an introvert.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Even more reason then,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Absolutely.
My private time, my privacy is big to me.
Yeah.
It's huge to me, and I enjoy it so much.
But see, this is really good because you recognize it and you probably seek it out.
Yeah.
So because of that, you're more balanced. And because you're more balanced, you're more content.
I feel that way sometimes. I feel like I've evolved from that lonely spot of being an introvert.
Yeah.
And I've balanced both of them, mixed it both up, and get out and meet people and talk to people, especially at work.
Right.
It has changed my life to a degree that puts me in the happiest spot I've ever been.
You're a fortunate person.
So
Yeah.
what's that look?
I'm listening. Who's opening up now? That's right, James. We're listening for you, buddy.
All right, we're top of the hour.
No, we're not. We have 5 more minutes, buddy. All right.
Go ahead.
I got a question for
Go
you.
ahead. Shoot.
So for you, how does it feel to be opening up and coming out of the introvert type of, like, pretty much she opened up and going on and doing other stuff and this and this and this. How, and like you said, going to the next ring. This is pretty much your next step up from what you are type of person. How does it feel to go from being where you're at, being that, being an introvert, and on top of it, taking the next step up and doing this?
I'm gonna relate it to. I mean, because I'm gonna tell you a story. I watched my youngest daughter when she was maybe 6 to 8 years old, and she did the same thing that I did when I was a kid. Just kept to myself. I watched that closely, and she's just like me. So, what I'm trying to say is just I find it relaxing to find a happy medium in my life. You know, like I said, being an introvert, I was always shy. I had very few friends. And now that I'm doing the stuff that I'm doing now, everyone knows me, knows my face. They know what I do. Love your podcast. Watch you guys all the time. This has been a turning point in my life from where I was not that kid that everybody wanted to be around to now that people want to be around me. It's a change in my life, but it's a good change. It's a change where it makes me feel like I'm doing something right in life. You know what I mean? And if I can change just one person's mind in my lifetime, I'm okay with that. Very okay with that.
I'm just gonna get out a tear.
I hit it home, didn't I?
No, I'm an extrovert. I'm used to this shit.
You like being in the public eye.
I have always been in public eye.
You enjoy it.
I've always been in the public eye. It
you-
doesn't matter if it goes back to my grandfather, it goes back to my family, it goes back to everybody knew who I was because of them and who I was. And
You hung around older kids.
yeah, all my life I've been always in some kind of limelight with somebody. Then going from DJing, then going to DJing when I did DJing from when I was 16. Till now, I mean, I've always been in the hospitality or kind of people's eyes, Venetian. I mean, I did that when I was 16 till it stopped. So
Yeah, he was.
I've always did volunteer work. I mean, I always wanted to be out there because that's how my grandfather did it.
Yeah.
That's how my grandfather was, and everybody knew who he was until he passed away. And so I always was around people and older people and stuff like that. So,
But I think that's part of the really cool thing is, you know, we each get to be who we are. And as long as you're content with the person you are, it's good.
yep, I'm confident in who I am and what I've done in my life. I'm not arrogant. I'm not cocky about it. I'm just really confident in who I am and my personality and my body. I have no stress, no nothing in my life. I can fall asleep in a heartache and a dime and a heartache where I won't have any heartaches, no nothing. And I love it. I mean, everybody says, "How are you so laid back?" I said, I don't see anything bad in life anymore. I can't.
There you go.
I can't. I don't want to. Always good. There
That
you
was
go.
good, Joe.
Top of the hour now.
All right, top of the hour. Okay. All right, guys. You're at the top of the hour, Third Eye Truth Theorem podcast at 9 p.m. If you're watching on YouTube or any platforms where we are on, please like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification button for all content that we put out every Monday, Wednesday at 8 p.m. And not only that, you can see some of our shorts on YouTube as well if you don't want to watch the whole video. Cuts it down in half, maybe even less than that. All right, guys, we're getting back to the show. We have Julie Weckel. Said it right again. All right, let's get back to the show, guys.
Don't make his head any bigger than it is.
Wait, I'm just getting down to the science, man.
So now we're jumping ahead, and on this hour, I would like to talk about pretty much, might go backwards, but Ben's Pretzels. And you said you have a food truck and all this other stuff. So where I actually knew you from, you were actually in Benton Harbor when I knew you, because I think that's before you even had the food trucks. So is that the first location
Yeah.
that you were when you got the franchise?
Mhm.
Did you think you wanted to be in Benton Harbor, St. Joe, Barron Springs? Where did you think you really wanted to be at?
So when you're talking to corporate,
Oh wait,
About-
where is corporate at?
so they're out of Indiana.
So
Goshen.
So
Goshen,
oh
Indiana.
really? Goshen?
Yeah.
Pretty
Because
cool.
Ben's Pretzels is an Amish-inspired recipe, because
Ah.
Ben and Elizabeth, who came up with the recipe, were actually raised in the Amish community.
Little Amish cat right there.
Amish kid.
Amish people,
And that's
scare me.
Ben. Yeah.
They do, really?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, I love
So
Amish
with
food. And,
when you, but Amish people scare the shit out
oh
of me.
man,
Makes me think of Children of the Corn. So with why are people shaking your head?
That's the worst comparison.
It is.
It's,
whatsoever.
it's pretty bad.
That's
Yeah.
horrible.
That's
but
pretty
they,
bad.
but they do say they scare me. So with buying the franchise, or going with your gonna set up where or in your first
Yeah. So when you're talking with them, we had the opportunity. They said, "Well, where do you want to be?" And we're like, "Well, around here, because we live around here." And they said, "Well, one of the ways that a Ben's store is successful is if you're in an area where there's a lot of walking traffic."
Mm.
Well, so then for us, it's like, well, St. Joe makes a lot of sense, but we couldn't find a storefront in St. Joe. So we had the franchise and we didn't have a building, a storefront. And my husband was driving home and he's turns onto Territorial in the Arts District. And there's this sign in that very first building. It says for lease. So he calls it up and he talks to the lady who owns the building. Fast forward a little bit, he calls me up and he says, "Okay, you got to come look at this space." So the interesting thing for us was that, we recognized that the reason we were able to have this franchise was because of, my parents leaving us some money after they passed. And Territorial, if you don't know, goes all the way to Detroit.
I did not
Yeah.
know that. I didn't know that.
That was the highway before the highway.
It was that.
So good. Huh?
Yeah.
I just learned something.
You
Right
didn't-
now.
Territorial.
Really?
So it
You really
basically
didn't know that?
No, I
goes
didn't.
coast to coast in Michigan, right?
Yeah.
So my parents met in Detroit. They were going to grad school in Wayne State. So they met
That's
in,
kinda cool.
yeah. And then, like I said, I was born in the city. Well, my parents bought their first house in Detroit to help reverse white flight, because this was the 60s.
Mhm.
So they were trying to do something to help a city that was going into some difficult times. I mean, they watched the tanks roll in for the riots in '68.
Oh man.
Yeah, they just stood on the front lawn and looked down the
That
block.
was after, that was
Yeah.
after, that was after MLK
They said they
died, right?
stood on the
Yeah,
front line.
yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, look at that thing.
Yeah. I mean, I literally, I didn't realize until I was in college that Devil's Night is not a nationally recognized event, because I grew up in Detroit. Detroit has Devil's Night, which is October 30th. People just go out and burn stuff, like houses and buildings and stuff like that. So I grew up with my dad being part of the, block, when they had the walkie-talkies from the,
Yeah.
fire department,
So
and
many questions.
we all had, all the hoses were hooked up, and yeah, this was back in the 60s and early 70s, right?
Does that still happen?
It's
He
still
says,
there,
yeah.
That's from Detroit, yeah.
but not as much.
Right,
I
right.
mean, they've really cracked down on it, but in part because of neighborhood watches and the community stepping up. But anyway, so here we are, Territorial. The store is on Territorial. Parents met, in Detroit.
That's at the
We're
beginning
from-
of Territorial.
and Benton Harbor, and not to come in and say that we're here to save Benton Harbor, but it's like, how many times do people say, hey, someone should do something in any area,
And, yeah.
right, that
Yeah.
struggles? And then the clincher the absolute clincher was this wonderful woman who owned the building, who had owned it for 30 years. Her name was Judy Jones. My mom's name was Judy.
Really.
Seriously.
I was wondering if you were going to go there.
Yeah. And it was like, all right, Detroit, Territorial,
Well,
Judy.
all made sense.
This is where it's supposed to be.
Do you know where they used to be at?
No.
Where Piggin and Grinning used to be.
Really?
Yeah.
And that food,
Yeah.
that
Right
first
there.
break. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, as you go down. Okay.
You turn off Water Street.
Yeah.
Turn off Water Street right
Very
there.
first building.
Very first building.
Really.
Where Piggin and Grinning, and
Yeah.
it used to be also a coffee shop back in the
Yeah.
day.
Arts Cafe.
Yeah.
That was Judy's
Yep.
dad's name was Arts Cafe.
Yep. I used to go there when
Yeah.
it was Arts Cafe.
There you go. There you go.
Wow.
Yeah. And Judy was all about, like I said, she owned the building for 30 years.
Yeah.
She raised her kids there. She renovated the building. She helped, recognize and created the arts district, and just did huge amounts. The park across the street,
Yeah.
her and her friend are the ones who did that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
She would just go and she just stopped asking for permission. It's a city lot.
Mhm.
She just started going over there and planning things, and
Wow.
and then yeah,
Made it look nice.
put a lot of effort into it. Yeah. So that's the kind of person she was. And it's like, oh, we want to be part of this.
Yeah.
So we were for 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. That's actually when I first saw them, and I was excited because just like what you're saying, the only place you can get Ben's Pretzels actually is the University Park Mall, right there by Macy's,
Yeah.
and it was kind of cool. I mean, I don't have to go there anymore. I can just go to them. So yeah, my daughter and me who always, every time we were at University Park Mall, we went to Ben's Pretzels. But actually, 3 stores we had to go to: Ben's Pretzels, the pet store, and Spencer's.
Oh, Spence, I used to go.
Yeah, my daughter loves Spencer's, so.
Hmm.
So yeah, we had to go to those 3 stores, but then we dropped Spencer's, and she liked Hot Topic, so I had to always go to Hot Topic.
Yeah,
So
that was the big change right there.
yeah, that's when she was becoming a lady, and I had to go into Hot Topic. I'm thinking, oh my god, this place scares me. So
Yeah.
where's my R&B music? Why are they screaming at me in the store? But yeah, so Ben's Pretzels, that's where I actually learned about Ben's Pretzels and had to make my own pretzel and stuff like that.
So on opening day, what was the nervousness scale at?
Oh my gosh. So not
That's a good
just
question.
do we know how to do this, right? But our POS, our point of sales, did not come in.
Ooh,
We didn't have a register.
wow.
So we're opening up, and my husband, bless his heart, is sitting there with receipt paper and taking orders by hand and counting change, like old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
and we had a line out the door.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh. The first few months, it was just like,
Yeah.
wow. I mean, people came from everywhere. Tremendous support. It was amazing. But that first week, we did not have a register.
Wow.
Yeah, electronic register.
Yep.
We had figure it out.
The old coin thing. On
Oh,
the
man.
side. Oh, the exact change.
Yeah, it made accounting really interesting for
Yeah.
the first, week or so.
Actually,
So-
I went
Wow.
to that first week.
Did
when
you?
they opened, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good business to have right there.
Yeah.
A good problem to have.
It was a good problem to have, but yeah,
Outside of the computer,
Oh my
the POS not being there.
yeah, yeah. We had some interesting challenges, but everyone has interesting
Yeah.
challenges. It's like, what do you do about it? Figure it out.
Like,
I mean-
work through it.
Work through it.
I mean, it was a great location right there
so
on the
great.
corner.
So great.
Yeah.
We loved it. We loved the community. The first couple of years were hard because if you didn't know about us, you didn't know about us.
Yeah.
True.
Because we're, kind of, the arts district is kind of tucked away a little bit. So if you're not going there specifically, you're not going to see it. And, it was a really old building, so that there's only so much you could do. We actually maxed out the electric.
Oh, really?
We couldn't add stuff. So there's like no outdoor lighting.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just
Things
an
like
old
that.
building.
Oh
It
man.
was an old brick building. Still is.
Yeah.
Still is old brick building.
Yeah.
Is anything in there now?
Nope.
I didn't think so.
No.
So what made you guys move out of that spot?
Really, you talked about heartbreak earlier, right? So this was our heartbreak. Judy passed away,
Okay.
and Sons decided to sell the building.
Oh, okay.
And new owners came in. And at first they were great. They're like, oh, you got to stay here. We don't want to lose you. And then a few months later is like, we want you to pay 28% more on your rent.
Wow, that's a big jump.
Yeah,
Big
that's
jump.
a huge jump.
Big jump. We're like, we can't.
Yeah.
We just can't. So, we could
Back to the drawing board.
back to the drawing board. So I was like, all right, here's our last day, and packed it up.
So that stopped business. You guys-
Stop the store. So our last day serving was the third week in October.
Okay.
And then we had all the equipment, everything out by October 31st.
Wow.
Stores closed. So now we've got the truck and the trailer. And what a lot of people did not know is we've been working on the St. Joe store since last January.
Oh, you guys had a backup plan.
We were going to
nice.
have two stores.
Yeah, you're gonna have
Okay.
two stores. You're gonna have one in Benton Harbor, one in St.
We were
Joe.
gonna keep
That was
Benton
the
Harbor.
goal,
Yeah.
I was told.
That was it. That was what we wanted to do. Benton Harbor was
Yeah.
going to stay Benton Harbor, full menu, all the coolness about, the building and the arts district and the community. And I mean, just loved being there. And, so much so that I don't think my husband would have come and worked the St. Joe store because, that was his spot.
Yeah.
People walk in, they know him, right? That's the guy behind the guy running after you because, I didn't give you napkins. Here you go. There's some
So
napkins.
he was full on into it.
He just kept digging deeper and deeper. Yeah.
So it became part of probably his
man.
baby as well.
He's like, I got to go to the store. I'm like, it's 9 a.m. What are you doing? What? No, you don't. He goes, yeah, dude. No, you don't. You don't have to go in.
He
But
found
yeah.
a new toy.
Oh man, it's
Had
hard to let
fun.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, hard to let go. So we were planning on having both. And then when we lost that, we were like, all right, well, we've got this other one. We'll get it open, St. Joe, and then we'll find another one. So we still plan to have two stores.
Yeah.
I just don't know where the second one's going to be.
Okay.
Don't have that yet. I got all the equipment.
Yeah.
Because I had bought all the new equipment for St. Joe. I've got two, as my husband says, I've got two stores packed away. Right. Because I don't have a store yet open.
So with the food truck,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with that first. With the food truck that you have, what do you just do, like weddings, anniversaries, parties, and stuff like that, or do you park in spots?
All of the above.
All above.
All of the above. So, the food truck and food trailer and the community really saved us this winter.
Nice.
Now, first of all, it was the harshest winter we've had in over a decade.
Yeah.
I've never heard a decade, actually. I've heard the
Yeah.
last 6 years, but never a decade.
Well, it's been a long
Better
time.
part of a decade. How
Yeah,
about
it's been a
that?
long time
It's been
since
a
we
long
had
time.
a
Better
winter
part
like
of a
this. Yes.
decade.
Yeah.
You have a lot of respect for people who drive like the big vans, like the UPS trucks, right?
Yeah.
Because that's essentially our food truck. You put some ice down on the ground, you put some high winds,
Yeah.
Oh.
you put some negative temperatures. There's no heater back there. You have the oven, but there's no there's no like
insulation and
No.
anything like that. Yeah.
nope. It is
Because you lose room if you had that.
yeah. And you're off of a generator.
Mhm.
So you've only got so much power. And so what we told our staff is we will try to have as many hours as we can. We don't want to lose anybody, but we understand if you can't. Unfortunately, most people, they're in school or Ben's was their second job anyways. And our general manager, Nate, has really stuck with us. And so we just appreciate all of them. And then the community, I mean, we've had some locations that we've gone to once or twice even a week since November. Like we're just out there. So, the Marathon gas station on M140 in Napier.
Really?
Great location.
You go to a gas station?
We go to a gas station, yeah. And people come
Not what I
by.
expect.
Yeah.
It's not what I
Yeah.
expect on that one.
We-
For the first one you say.
A&A outlet on Cleveland.
Where that was A&A outlet.
On Cleveland.
I know what part of Cleveland. Cleveland's a very long road.
Turn off a hilltop,
Okay.
go down about a mile.
Oh, I know what you're talking. Okay.
Yeah.
You see, you didn't know either.
No,
Yeah,
I was thinking.
I know.
I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're saying now. Yeah.
Fantastic. Green Door Dispensary, Watervliet.
Yeah.
I haven't been.
A
there
lot
yet,
of people actually we had
heard
a
about
food
it.
truck on before, and they said a lot of dispensaries don't want a food truck because they don't get a lot of business because people just want to go in there and get what they need and get out.
And that's been our experience, except for this one location.
Really?
Oh,
It's
really?
yeah. So it's and we've been to other places too. We've go in. So those are places that like we park.
Yeah.
People have us come out, for weddings, late night snacks, graduation parties. Not so much this
Did you
winter.
just say late night snacks? I can have you park in front of my house and just walk out and get a Ben's pretzel.
There is a minimum level.
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Front
I'm
of the
talking
house.
wedding receptions for the most part.
I mean, that'd be awesome. Also, you just I like a Ben's pretzel. Just
Well,
park here for a
Joe
couple
should be back
hours.
in about 3 hours for another pretzel.
I like
What
another
kind of
one,
business is
please.
that?
Like another one. Come down. Yep. Here you go.
Finding a nice spot where people were in and out.
Yeah,
Things of that
driving
nature,
by, and and the cool thing about the truck and the trailer, we can do the pretzels, we can do the bites, we can do the pockets, we can do the pretzel dogs.
The pizza.
We're not doing the pizzas. We tried it a couple times. I haven't figured out how to do it to the level that I want. And when we open up St. Joe,
Less salt on the rim.
I've got 2 pizza ovens. Really crank out those pizzas.
There you go.
Yeah,
I do like the cinnamon ones they have at the UP Mall and stuff like that. The cinnamon.
we've got
Yeah.
those.
I figured you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the, do you do any breweries besides Watermark? So I see you guys at Watermark.
We're
time
at
to time.
Watermark. I mean, we're willing to go just about anywhere we can drive to.
Do you approach these places, or did you just go by word of mouth? Or
People contact us. That's where Taylor comes in. Bless her heart. People will call up. We've got our number. We still have the same Ben's number.
okay,
So we were able to take that because we work with Ravitron Communications. So
Okay.
they do our phones in Benton Harbor. They're doing our phones in St. Joe. So we were able to keep our number. Goes to my husband's phone. And the phone will ring. It's the Ben's ring and Ben's Pretzels.
There's a Ben's ring. What's the Ben's ring?
It's kind of
I really can't do it,
yeah,
but it's very jivey.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I dig that.
Yeah. Yeah. But we go to festivals, to fairs. You know, a lot of people bring us in anything with kids,
Yeah,
you know,
kids love pretzels.
kids love pretzels and we love kids,
Yeah.
right? So we've got soccer tournaments coming up, you know, flag football and stuff like that. And
Oh, that's good.
yeah, it's really neat. It's finding the balance though. So this is the challenge, right? Because as much as I want to be at everything that people ask us to, we still have costs that go in
Yeah.
just to show up. Because we bake everything on site, we make the dough right on site. So we got to show up an hour early, which means that we're however long it takes us to get from basically our house where we keep the vehicles to that location. Then we got to get the generator going, make the dough's rising, do everything else, get the ovens going, start rolling, start baking, get them in the warmer, open up.
Now, how long is just an hour? That's an hour's
From the
time right
time we park,
Yeah.
it generally takes us an hour before we open.
Okay. Everybody can watch you make those from
Yep.
scratch.
When yeah, they can
The
yeah, the windows are closed when we first get there, but yeah, I mean the mixer's in the truck, the ovens are in the truck. In the winter, we have to bring in water because you know you don't want frozen pipes. But in the
Right.
summer, we've got the 3-bay sink and hand washing sink, all the
Yeah.
good stuff to
Yeah.
pass those inspections,
There
right?
you go.
Yeah.
Do you watch
Yeah.
Great Food Network Challenge? The truck challenge?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you should.
I haven't.
Because it shows you how each truck prepares all the
Yeah.
stuff with hour, 2 hours beforehand,
Mhm.
and how they make all the food and they prepare it all and make half of it right then and there so they can just easily, like a food truck's supposed to be, like I keep saying on some of the food trucks when we have them on. Food truck's supposed to be quick. So you have the food prepared. You want them in and out. You don't need a 20 to 30 minute to
Wait,
40
yeah.
minute wait
Right.
just to cook the fresh food. Yes, it's nice to have fresh. It was fresh a while ago. They're just heating it up again and just chopping it up and preparing for some of the stuff beforehand. And that show is awesome. I love that show.
Yeah. But see, with the Benz, we have corporate policy is if you make a pretzel 30 minutes later, it's not sold, you don't sell it. It's not
30
fresh
minutes?
enough. 30 minutes in the warmer. So we have, a warmer that's got, a humidifier in it,
time.
and,
Yeah.
right? It's got to be soft. It's got to be the Ben's
I
pretzel.
really don't think that's enough time. I mean, it could sit in the warmer at least an hour.
Not for us.
Not for Ben's.
Yeah,
Not for us.
Ben's.
So I know the difference between when I'm going to say this, but what is the two difference besides being a trailer and a truck? What is the difference though?
So the truck that we have, it's an F59 food chassis step van, 20-footer, 18-footer, which is not including the driving part. Okay. But 18-foot. And so it's the size of a vehicle, the width,
Mhm.
right? Which means that you get a lot of booty contact walking past each other.
Yeah.
You're right.
tight space.
Little bit sometimes, because
Yeah.
by the time you put the rolling tables on one side and the ovens and the sinks on the other, there's not a lot of room in between. You can take a trailer, 18-footer. It's a little bit more wide,
Okay.
so it just gives you a little bit more space,
A little more wiggle room. to
a
get
little
through.
bit
Yeah.
more. Yeah,
I've physically never seen the trailer. I see the truck around all the time.
yeah.
I've physically never seen the trailer.
We don't. So we had again, the winter's been a cruel winter, right? So I don't know your guys' experience with generators in temperatures below freezing.
No, not.
Yeah, they don't like
I
each
have.
other.
I'm sure they don't. Yeah.
They don't like each other. So locks freeze up. They don't work.
Really.
I mean, it's food trucks. were not meant.
The cord breaks.
Oh
because,
my
because it's so cold it just snaps in half.
It does, yeah. So
Well, you
we've
should know you deal with generators at work, right?
yeah.
Time to time, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, we've been dealing with things breaking all winter long.
Yeah.
It's been very painful. So we've one of the generators basically was surging. One of the ovens in the truck died on us twice, and then we couldn't get it to stay. I mean, like we had to have it repaired, big time repair once, and a smaller repair a second time, and then we just couldn't get it to stay on. So we take the truck out, and we'd be out for an hour, and the whole thing's dead. Drive it home, bring the trailer out. So and then we had a slight boo-boo with part of the truck. So it was out of commission waiting for a part for 2 months.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're down to the trailer. And again, husband steps up. It's not comfortable driving this trailer on snow and ice. And all winter long, that's what we had. Snow and ice, snow and ice, snow and ice. Where any other winter, recent winters, right? It
Pretty
snowed, be ice, give it a day or two, it's gone.
Yeah.
We didn't get that.
No, not for a good month.
Yeah.
No. So, but we have to keep our people in their hours. So we're going out with the exception of 2 weeks, those really bad, like -20 wind chill.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah, we had to cancel a couple of podcasts because of it. Yeah.
So those 2 weeks, I think we went out once or twice a week. Otherwise, we've been out 4, 5, 6 days a week since November.
Wow.
And the last few months have been the trailer.
Now, how many people do you have working whenever you guys stop, or how many people are on board working?
Right now?
Or in general, just like you set up somewhere, how many do you take with you?
Do we come in? So just a normal day is going to be 2 people.
Okay.
Yep.
Really? Just
Oh,
two?
two-
I
just
just
two?
figured 3 or 4.
Wasn't
Two
that
to,
enough booty
two,
room
no,
in
no,
there?
2 to sell outside. 2 to sell outside, hyping the crowd up. 1 person hyping the crowd up. Say, "Come on over here." If
Yeah.
you're,
It's too cold to go outside.
Yeah.
If you're in a festival and stuff like that, I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
thinking in the summer. So.
Yeah. No, I mean, there are certainly different events that we know we're going to have 3 or 4 people.
Yeah.
The trailer has 2 ovens. The truck has 1. I wish the truck had 2 because there's some days you just need both ovens going because we're so busy.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
How much does a pretzel cost?
Pretzel's going to be $7,
$7.
taxes and fees included.
Are they like the ones in UP Mall where the size of a plate?
Yeah. That's a Ben's pretzel.
Yeah.
It's called a jumbo
Well,
pretzel.
you didn't know what Ben's
I'm
pretzel was.
just learning
Oh,
as we go.
I know.
along. Why would it make them smaller?
No, I mean, but they are. It is.
Yeah,
It's-
they're jumbo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Dude,
mean,
that thing's huge.
Oh, I can't wait to get home. Jumbo J's coming back.
So, I'll go with that. What he just said. So, was it hard for you to learn how to flip and twist?
I did okay. I actually did okay.
How about your husband?
He's really good on the register.
Sorry, Patrick.
So
Stay in your lane.
the funny part is she didn't say anything like, no, he was terrible. No, anything. Yeah, he's good at the register.
Stay in your lane.
No, I mean he could do everything, but no, his skill really it's on the register. He remembers things. He remembers people.
Yeah.
I mean he knows. He gives so much stuff away. It's like, oh, pretzel dog. Sweet mustard. You want to try the sweet mustard? We make it in house. Oh, no, I'll try the cheddar. Okay. I'm going to give you a sweet mustard because I think you're going to really like it. You know, if you don't like it, that's fine. He's always doing stuff. I'm like,
So
we gotta pay bills.
does that cost to have extra?
Oh yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. So think about it as a la carte, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If you don't want a dip, we're not going to force you to
Okay.
have a pretzel and a dip.
So what,
And
50
pay
cents?
for it, because then people say, well, I don't want the dip. Well, that's kind of cheating, right? Because then I'm keeping money that paid for the dip and you don't want it. So if I say, okay, $7 for the pretzel, $1 for the dip, you say I don't want the dip, you're not giving me $8 and only getting
So it's
$7
$8 for the sauce.
Yeah.
If you add $1 to the $7,
That's 8.
that
I
would
know,
be
but
eight.
wow, I know. I thought you just made that price up or something like that. I was guessing like 50 cents. How big's the container for the dip? Oh, that's
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
that's pretty good.
That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Big pretzel.
It's a
If
big
that's what
pretzel.
I was trying to figure in my head. Well, it makes sense. Man.
Yeah.
What other stuff do you have on the menu as far as that goes?
I just know I need to go to Patrick.
I went to the not the website, but your Facebook page.
Yeah.
And it showed a lot of the items that you might. I
Yeah.
didn't really read them all, but
So this is where we're at. If we had the Benton Harbor store,
Yeah, let's
That-
go over that right.
that was full menu,
Okay,
right?
okay.
So we had the jumbo pretzels, we had the bites, we had the Dutch almond, we had the sticks, we had the pretzel dogs, we had the pretzels, we had the pockets, so ham and cheese, turkey Swiss, Philly steak,
oh,
3 cheese, pizza pockets,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Then we had the
I had it all.
specialties. Yeah, the specialties. So pepperoni and cheese, pretzels, bacon and cheese, jalapeno and cheese. I mean, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
sounds
all that.
good.
12 different dips.
Yeah.
Cinnamon, sugar, garlic, parmesan,
cheese,
sour
pretzel.
cream and onion toppings.
And they're all soft pretzels too. I never had one bad. I never had a hard pretzel in any of it.
I appreciate that
Yeah,
because
it was good.
that would be bad if you did. It's supposed to be soft.
That sounds great.
There, it's amazing, right? So going to St. Joe, again, it was supposed to be the second store.
Yeah.
Benton Harbor did not have restaurants in that area that were grab and go. You could walk in and grab something and get out of there.
Yeah.
So, we kind of we felt it was important to have that big of a menu
Mhm.
because a lot of people were coming in for lunch. They didn't
Yep.
they didn't want to drive
That was easy.
5 miles down the road to go through a drive-through, so we were kind of the spot to go. St. Joe's different. It's got plenty of restaurants. And we're expecting in the summer to have a lot of foot traffic.
Yeah.
It's going to look different.
Yeah.
So the menu is going to be much different. We're going to do the jumbos, we're going to do the Dutch almond, we're going to do the bites, we're going to do the pretzels. We're going to do the little, the individual ones and then the 16-inch pizzas. So we'll have that. But we're not going to do the specialties and we're not going to do the pockets in the summer. Once we get past the summer and it's more like local and everything else, then we'll start bringing in specialties
Okay.
and, we'll have pockets and specialties, during the off season.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a big change because people are used to, can I have a jalapeno and cheese? It's like, all right, we're not going to have that.
Yeah.
So that's going to be rough. We got to find a second spot.
With the St. Joe store still under construction a little bit
Mhm.
and opening, how much work are you doing to that building to make it? Because where the building's at, so it's right in behind St. Joe Today. So St. Joe Today's here.
Okay.
It's that same building,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but in the backside of it.
Across from Thornton's.
Yeah, across Thornton's where
really?
where the gem
Okay,
where
I
the
know
gem
that.
place used to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
So the gem place moved to Cleveland, I do believe. I'm not really sure where they went to. I think I'm right though. They went there, but they had to remodel that gem place to make it a restaurant. Technically, you had to have vents. You had to have
Yeah.
all
So
the
this is part of why we started it a year ago and we're still not in it. So the building's over 100 years old.
Yeah.
Number one.
Yep. Current owners like to do things correctly. So when we say, hey, we want to rent your place and put in a Benz, which they love the idea, which is great for us. They're like, okay, when we put in the new floor, let's make sure it's 100% level. Okay. It's a 100-year-old building. Right? When Pat and I say, there's one step coming into this building, that means that's a barrier for some people. We need to make this accessible for all.
Mhm.
Well, first you have to go get an architect.
Oh.
And then when you follow the rules, the ADA rules, you can't just chip out that one step. No, you have to change the entire
Wow.
opening and facade of the front of the building.
Is that why you changed the front of the?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
So in order to bring the accessible ramp entrance into the building at the proper angle, and it's cement, now you have to have the floor structure to support it.
Wow.
So that was just step 1 and 2.
Wow.
So when it's done, it's going to be spectacular.
Yeah.
I mean, ceramic tile floors, tiles on the wall, wainscoting, new heating system, new air conditioning system.
But you had to add the vents to it on top of it, going out to outside. So you had to break into the brick.
That's a fortunate part, though, because we don't have to do that.
Oh, you don't have to do that?
No, because the ovens that we use and the product that we make, we don't have to have vents.
Nice.
Oh, that's.
Yeah.
There you go.
But we did have to bring in water.
Yeah.
We had to take one of the bathrooms and make it accessible again,
Yeah.
because we want all people to have access to a restroom.
Yeah.
So that meant you had to change this, and you know how you had to change that, and then you gotta, and again, we want to do it right. So there's a lot of work that's being done and taking so much longer.
So did you think? I was going to say, did you think it was going to take this long?
No, I thought it was going to be in last April. Are you kidding me?
She's ready.
See,
I
like
mean-
she said, I thought it was going to be in last April.
Trying
Yeah.
to get this open.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
don't have to worry doing it right around during the winter.
So
Man. And then it was going to be, I mean, it was just like,
did
Wow.
you take up that whole area that they were in? Because I know that the 2 people that were in there before,
Yeah.
actually the 3, and did you take up that whole area, or did it get cut out in half and the other half is office?
no, matter of fact, there was 2 offices in it.
Yeah.
Those came out. So again, more work.
So
All new ceiling,
Ceilings.
lighting, all new floor, all new walls, all new bathrooms, all new.
Everything's- it had to be scrapped and just do it all over again.
But
How many? You could sit down and eat in there, right? Or
Yeah,
is it
they'll-
just grab?
Yeah,
Or is it
yeah.
just grab and go?
no, we will have some seating in there. Yeah.
How many people can fit in it?
I think we're
Estimation.
yeah, I think we're
Yeah.
at 25.
That's not bad.
No.
It's not
No.
bad for St. Joel.
Yeah.
It's like a cafe, so
Yeah, I mean, you know, some people will be able to come in, have a seat. Other people grab and go,
Yeah.
whether they're heading to the beach or they're heading down the street or going back to work or whatever.
That's the easy part right there. Wow.
Yeah.
Are you? I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer on this one, but you're not on the main strip of
Correct.
of downtown. You're
Right.
on the side street. Do you
Yes.
think that is gonna hold you back a little bit?
We thought about that. We explored it. We actually had an opportunity when we were looking for a place. There was a couple storefronts that came open
In St. Joe?
that we could have gone to and probably would have opened in April.
The one next to State Street stuff? Or farther down?
I can't remember. There was a couple of them.
Yeah,
There's a couple.
the Mediterranean places, that's been empty for a while.
And then probably have to redo that too.
Yeah, they ought to redo everything.
Yeah.
'Cause
You know,
well, it was.
when I shared about why we went to Benton Harbor in that store, right? It
Mhm.
was the right fit in the moment. The other places we looked at didn't feel like the right fit, even the ones on State Street. But working, with the owners of this location, even recognizing it's not on State Street, it's like, this one feels okay. It feels good.
Yeah.
But it's,
Yeah.
it's still in a, I feel like you're still in a prime area just because of the market being so close. Because now people are walking down that way
Yeah.
on that little side street where a lot of people didn't walk that way on the side street before, but now they are because that's on the way to the market. It's on the way to the gas station.
Across the street from
Yeah.
Yeah.
People didn't walk over there.
Not all the time because the only way they went that way is to go to the gas station or to 221. Now the market's open.
Or going
now
to the
Silver
beach.
Harbor, but that's the main drag. Everybody goes
Oh.
on Broad Street.
Okay.
This is the one over.
But it's always busy down there. I don't think that will
I mean,
hurt
there
them.
was nothing there, but besides that building,
Yeah.
besides that big building was St. Joe today.
I
Now it's a storefront. Now on
Yeah.
that side, it's a
just
major
think that whole
storefront.
area in general is a big place for everybody to thrive
Yeah.
as far as business goes.
Yeah, I mean
Very-
that's the benefit of downtown St. Joe. What's important to us is we're going to love the tourism, right? That's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
But we really want to make sure that we're here for the community. So, come November, come May, we want to see the same people that we saw in Benton Harbor.
Yeah,
We hope
I
that
think you
they
will.
come over, right?
Yeah.
And the people that we see at the festivals or the weddings or, the kids' soccer games, we want them to come and see us and, have an experience with us there. And again, we're going to have this second store somewhere. We've got our eyes out and we've got a couple things we're looking at. And we want to be in those communities as well. So, this is only fun if the people that are coming in are having a good time and, you're making connections with them.
Whereabouts are you thinking for the second store?
I don't want to say.
I think there's one question she didn't answer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she moved her way around.
Yeah, and she did,
That's
like she
right.
said.
Gave you the
Yeah.
warning.
like a true politician.
That's
like a
right.
true politician. I mean, damn. With that storefront being there, what is your goal of opening? Around what time? Or what month, I should say.
Yesterday, I would have said by the end of March.
Now that you look at it. it's
Well, I
like,
did another site visit and had some more conversations. And I think we're into April right now.
April?
Yeah.
That's still,
That's still a good time.
I mean,
It's just a year
Right
later.
before the holidays start.
Just a year
She said
later.
it's just a year
It's
later.
just a year later.
No, I'm looking at it as around here in April, it's still, I mean, in March, it's still cold. It's still just getting out there. It's still turning around where people are now coming out of their house in April, where now even the people from Chicago, people from up north are coming down now to open up their cottages and their summer homes in April to make it more livable. And then May hits and then they'll be out galore. But
Right.
so yeah, it's still a good time to open.
I think it is as well. Plus, it gives us an opportunity to start at a reasonable speed instead of full blown. Because when you're making a lot of product, it can be easy to feel the pressure of the line to go too fast.
Yeah.
And we want to give a good product. We want everybody's Ben's pretzel to be the best one they ever have. And if we're going to do that, we need practice because I got to hire a bunch of new people too. I mean, everyone who's already hired, they're going to get a lot of hours. They're going to get as many as they want. That's not going to be enough to cover the St. Joe store, the truck, and the trailer all summer.
Yeah.
So, we're really going to be looking for more people.
With
Another challenge for you.
Another challenge.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Oh, with the food truck and the store opening, are you gonna be pretty much holding back on a little bit around the opening time that you want, or are you still gonna go foot on the pedal going 70 miles per hour for both of them?
What we're going to, if we get in April or May, I'm holding out. If we get in before really the big summertime hits, we're probably going to be starting at 5 days a week in the store.
Okay.
So that's going to give us a couple days.
Regroup and
Yeah. But and then we can also get the truck and the trailer out there. I mean, we've got events every day practically. Taylor and I are talking. She's like, okay, I've been approached by this and this and this. The calendar's filling up with the truck events. We've got so many days where we're already double booked. We've got some days where if we had a third or a fourth truck or trailer, we could have booked all of them.
Yeah.
There's just some days that everybody picks, which, we're sorry for because we want people to be able to have the Ben's pretzels that they want, right? And sometimes it's like, sorry, we're already booked, and we do feel bad about that. But you know, as I tell Taylor, we don't know what's going to happen in October. You know, sometimes Taylor and Pat are my cautionary, like, can we really do this? We don't know yet, but we don't know we can't.
Right.
So I'm all like, yeah, let's go. You know, fill her up and we'll figure it out. And then knock on wood, we do.
Is maybe in the future a third truck?
You know, I don't know, but I'm not ruling it out. But I do want to get the second store going.
Second store before the third truck.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I bet your husband's really looking forward to the store opening so he can be at their cash register and not making pretzels.
I heard what you said about being on the
He will have a spot. He will have a spot.
So how's the community in St. Joe helping you, like Benton Harbor helped you out on that? Are they opening arms and can't wait for you to open up around you with all the other shops and merchants?
We're so fortunate, and I can't take credit because I didn't make the recipe for Ben's pretzels.
Well, you can. You just can't physically, but you are making it.
I'm making the product, but I didn't make the recipe.
Yeah.
But it's such an amazing product. I mean, everything we do is with the pretzel dough.
Yeah.
Right. And so every single thing we make is amazing, and people respond to that. And so, yes.
Can I see the box, James?
Yeah.
So yeah, in that regard, we do get a lot of feedback, a lot of questions. When are you opening? We can't wait for you to open. You know, we miss coming to see you, and you know, we're just, people are excited about the store, and we want to get it open for them. Yeah.
How much product? I mean, based off your Benton Harbor sales, how much product do you go through during a week?
If we were in Benton Harbor in a slow day, so January 14th, right? We would probably make 4 doughs in a day. Today, the truck was out in Niles, and they probably went through 6 or 7.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. And so,
That's a good sign. Definitely a good sign.
yeah.
So, wow. The blueprint for the St. Joe store is, in so many words, how would you put it?
What do you mean?
Yeah. Well,
Blueprint. Well, what is the first thing in the line of order of things to do when you open those doors?
Welcome.
Welcome to Ben's.
Well,
But are you talking about for the customers?
yeah, definitely.
They're going to walk through the door after coming down a ramp, which is very well secured and supported.
Yeah.
And we will have accessible door opener. So
Okay.
button push open. They can come through the door, and if they keep going straight, they will come right up to where we're buttering and prepping the product that just came out of the oven. So they can see what we're doing there. If they turn to the right, they'll follow the counter down. So they'll see our warmers that have the product in it. We'll have for the pretzels and the dogs. We're going to have another warmer just for the pretzels. We're going to have the cheese warmers. Make a sharp right turn. Just follow the counter. It's going to be a long L.
So everything is going to be on display.
Yep.
You can see what you're
You can see it.
going to get.
The really cool thing about this spot is that the front is all window.
Yeah.
We're putting the rolling table under one of the windows.
That's
So if
Just
people
like
on the
Kill Wings.
sidewalk,
Just like-
yeah,
just
that
like Kill
idea.
Wings, yeah.
Kill Wings.
So you can watch us rolling,
Yeah.
twisting, and See the pretzels coming out of the
The
oven.
person's flipping the dough in the air just a little bit and flapping
That's
it
right.
down.
You got it. Slapping that dough.
Yep.
That's why I actually
Yeah.
play. I wanted
That's sad, I
a
know this.
visual what I would be
Yeah.
walking into
Yeah.
as far as a Ben's pretzel establishment goes,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm going to see.
That's what you're going to see.
Okay.
Yep.
Is yours gluten free?
They are not.
They're not.
They are not.
I just noticed it says wheat gluten, so I didn't know if they're gluten free.
Yeah. No, we're not able to do that. And my understanding is if you're going to produce things that are gluten free, you have to have completely separate
Mm-hmm.
everything for the
Oh, okay.
product
Yeah.
baking and mixing and everything else. And most Bens just don't have that
It's just
capacity.
like those with a seashell,
Peanut.
peanut.
That's what actually it says on the
algae or
box.
something.
That's what it says on the box. The product might attain peanuts because of how it's produced. I like that what it said on the box.
Shellfish,
which is
or
which
algae.
basically
Yeah.
means they get some product.
Mhm.
Parts of the ingredients can come from an outside source that they don't have control over, so they have to say it could be
But
just
they're
'cause
Amish.
Amish inspired.
I wonder how much money they made off. I know they probably sold the company to make this a corporation, right?
So
the start of this.
The neat thing about Ben and Elizabeth's story is they were selling at the farmers market
Okay.
and jams and jellies and homemade items, and the booth next to them were selling pretzels. And
I've
at
heard
one
this story.
point, the booth said, "Hey, we're going to stop doing this. Do you want to buy the business?" So they thought about it. And very long story short, they bought the business, but it was not until they signed that they were buying the business that they learned they were not getting the recipes. They were getting the equipment. So they went home and they pulled out the Amish cookbooks, right?
Yes.
And they started experimenting and they came up with a recipe. And they sold them at the farmer's market. And then some friends of theirs who happened to be businessmen said, "These are really amazing. These are really, really good. We need to get these out more." So the partnership between the three came about. And then they opened a store and then they said, "Let's franchise." And but Ben and Elizabeth, they're just truly wonderful people. They all are, the CEO, the CFO, all of the people at Ben's really do a nice job just being good humans. And
Are they still Amish?
they are not a part of the community, but they're still in the community still.
Respects them.
Yeah.
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 I figured.
Yeah.
I was wondering that.
Yeah.
That's the only part. I heard their story before. I don't know where I've heard it from. I don't know. I might have asked the same question he did when I at the UP mall and someone answered it that way. So yeah, I
Could
heard
be.
it was a farmer's market thing. Yeah. Where they were just selling jellies, and I might have heard it actually when someone was at the fairgrounds, and that's how they are. Yeah, I think I heard it there because you guys are at the fairgrounds and everything else.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we actually are the ones who work the Bering County Fairground.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
question for you. My last question pretty much would probably be like this: is there anything that, if it wasn't Ben's Pretzels, what other thing that you were thinking about doing instead of putting the money into Ben's? What were you thinking? I want to do this instead of Ben's.
I did go up to that point.
You didn't go up to that point?
No.
You weren't thinking, since you had that money that you got from your family, instead of putting it all in Ben's, you weren't thinking about anything else?
Seemed like she was locked in.
First choice.
Yeah.
Wow.
First choice. If I hadn't had the support, right,
Yeah.
and this was not going to be, I would have come up with something.
But nothing else in your mind.
No.
I like that though. I mean,
Yeah.
I like how you said in your story was that it needs to be closer. I love Ben's Pretzels. It needs to be closer to St. Joe or to the area where I'm living instead of driving the 45 minutes to the mall. So yeah, I like that, how you thought that. You wanted it and you achieved it.
Yeah. I mean, and again, so many things had to fall into place to make this happen. But you go to the opportunities and you go to the open doors and the open windows, we all have chances to take risks. Sometimes the risks don't work out. And we've had those experiences. Everyone has, right?
Yeah.
But if you're not willing to try something new, even the scary stuff, then you stay where you're at. And if you're content with that, cool. But for me, I wanted something different.
There you go.
Keep looking.
There
You
you
got to
go.
try it.
I love that
That's true.
concept too. I love the idea that you have right there. Just you can't stay stagnant. And if you want to enjoy the things in life, try something different.
Right?
I think this is really a step up for you too. This podcast, yes, this
Oh.
podcast has stepped up where it is something different for you. You're stepping out of your shell,
Yeah.
and everything else, and you're meeting new people.
You remember when we first started how
I do too.
I would, just talking into the mic, it was difficult without the ums and
Yeah.
You have,
things of that
yeah.
nature. So I've turned that down a little bit and learned how to do things differently.
Yeah.
I don't know, kind of like reinvent myself to a degree where I can feel comfortable doing this. Because I was worried about this camera the whole time, I think,
Okay.
and what people will say,
Yeah.
and how people perceive my idea.
So when
And-
you stop focusing on others and you started focusing on yourself,
exactly,
it got better.
it was much easier that way.
I'll give
Yeah.
them that because when I first started off, we started off 4 guys sitting at this table, and then we all spat away. But I was behind the scenes where he was at,
Okay.
and helping him out and saying, okay, keep on going, like motioning. And he was like this. I said, keep going. And it helped him a little bit, but he needed something more extra. And then I think that's when he thought of having me sit here. He feeds off me, I feed off him. So there's never a
Dead air
at all.
less.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I've
Yeah,
actually observed you guys throughout this entire experience. And when one of your focus goes somewhere else, the other one just automatically picks it up.
Yeah.
And you pick up from what the other person, where they were at. So it wasn't like, oh, now I got to come up with something. But
Exactly.
instead, I'm paying attention and I know what you're saying. Let me add to it as you're doing this and I'll take it from there. You
Right.
guys play off each other very well.
There you go.
Yeah,
Joe.
there you go.
It's working.
Yeah, people are picking it up.
Our ideas are working.
But the funny thing is how, I don't know if Taylor asked me, but you might have, or she might have on that, but with the how do I want to say it? Oh, people always ask, what are you guys gonna ask us? Or what's the pre questions? We wing it.
Yeah,
We
don't-
feed off
yeah.
each other.
Yeah.
I mean, we ask questions on what I asked, and all of a sudden he's thinking, oh yeah, I could ask this type of question this way. So
Yeah.
when people ask me, what's the questions you're gonna ask? I don't know. What are we gonna talk about?
Oh, this particular politician won't come on unless we have pre-planned questions. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's not the way we
Still
like to
wants
do
to.
it. Yeah.
Still wants
So,
to know.
so there's two things related to what you just said. I went back. It's about 4 hours before I got here. I thought, well, I should prepare. So I went back to the emails that you had with Taylor.
Oh yeah.
And in one of the first ones, it says, when we get closer, I'll send you the agenda.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
And so her question to you was, so what's the agenda?
Yeah.
And then it was like, wing it.
We on the agenda is pretty much when people ask what's the address. Well, I'm not going to tell you that until we get closer to the show because I book my shows out 2 months in advance, 3 months in advance. So I'm not going to tell you the address and everything else. You might forget. So I'll tell you every information when it gets closer to the show.
Yeah.
And then
So it's fresh in the brain.
yeah, it's fresh in the brain. They know where it's at and they know where to go and stuff like that. So when I kind of say agenda, we pretty much, I'll tell you all the information, and it's still, once again, I always say it's all about you, and it hasn't been all about you and what you've been through and everything else.
Yeah.
So we make you feel welcome.
We'll try to anyway.
It works. It works.
All right. Speaking of that, that's a good segue for our last call.
You're welcome.
Our last call, it pertains to you giving shout out to whoever is in your circle, the people who work for you, family, and any events that's coming up in the near future. And we'll pass it along the table and finish it up.
That's a lot.
Go ahead.
Because, well, so you've already heard, you know the main characters,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
There's Pat, there's Taylor, there's Zach, that's my son. Then our general manager is Nate. So Nate's been with us from day one. We actually stole him inadvertently from Ben and Elizabeth's store,
Okay.
but I knew him before I knew he worked there. So he took a chance on us, and he's phenomenal. The Benz Corporation, I said, they're so supportive and helpful. The Strunks, they're the ones who own the new building. And everything's going to be really, really nice once we get it.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
But I mean, everything else is everybody who's welcomed us into their parking lot or into their celebration or their kids' events or, you know, their fundraisers. And we get to go all around, you know, this area and see people just smile and have a really good time, and we get to be a part of that because of this product, because of Ben Soft Pretzels. I mean, what a cool life.
Yeah.
Well,
Joe?
I'm still thinking. For my last call is to you. You're a pretty much amazing woman for everything that you've been through, from meeting your true love in college to going to the social work and dealing with everything that you do for social work in general. You have a great heart for that, and I'm happy to met you because of that. Then on top of it, you have the Ben's Pretzels, where you loved it so much, you brought it from one location to here, dived in head first into it, went into Benton Harbor and changed people's attitude towards the art district area and brought new life to the art district area because of your story with your family. And it all ties into that, where you came from on that. You have a great heart from that. And then you building a place that's might open this year, and and going into that atmosphere when St. Joe, and bringing a new life into St. Joe, and bringing, like I say, all connects with who you are and your love and passion for something that you truly believe in, and to your husband, and giving away everything and doesn't know how to twist a pretzel because he's good at the cash register. So I give everybody credit I give everybody credit in your whole family.
Yeah.
They're your support beam, and I'm glad to have you on and hope to have you back.
well, thank you very much. That's really nice.
Julie, I've learned a lot in this episode. Just from how far territorial goes out.
Mhm.
Didn't know that. And the great story behind the first store that you had.
Yeah.
That was really cool. It was really cool. Not only that, you have a passion that a lot of people don't appreciate, I think. You know, it goes without saying that you are a hard worker and you love change and you accept it with open arms. It's a shame that a lot of people are not like that. People like to stay stagnant and continue to do the same thing every day, all the time. You have, I don't know, just given me that drive as well with this podcast. Now I appreciate that. I have yet to try this right here. When I get home, I'm gonna probably do it sometime this week. But I want to get one of these from your store or your truck, and I want to taste that firsthand.
Love it.
And be able to appreciate what the product you're pushing out. To you and your family, I wish you great luck in your future endeavors. And I hope you're back on the show soon. It's a pleasure to meet you, and like I said, the story of your life has been great. Appreciate that.
Well, we can go to the on our tour of
Oh,
places.
places that we have to go.
Yeah, places we have to
Yes.
go. We can go there.
Make it a road trip.
Right.
Make
Just-
that a special.
Just down the road.
We're gonna have to do that as a special.
We
Pretty
can
much
we
where
have to
we,
collage
But-
of different stories.
but we're gonna have to go all the way to different towns, different areas,
Yeah.
because we're not gonna hit every single place. We're at
Oh.
159.
I want to also thank Scott for the second day. Thank you so much, sir,
Oh, thanks for sticking around so
for
far.
helping us out again. Yeah, and he's been. How's the cushion doing for you? Okay, good. Joe, who's on Wednesday next week?
I know. I just had it up, but my phone went dead. We have today is the 4th. Joseph Bullock. He's the pastor, and he just opened up that new restaurant on Territorial Road, I do believe. I think it's on Territorial Pipestone.
What's the
that-
name of it again? So,
No, just not no.
mhm.
Just like your mama's cooking, or
Oh, yeah,
Am I right?
Pipestone.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you've heard this too.
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
He just opened that up actually last week, and then we have the House of Plague. It's the women's shelter.
Okay. All right, guys. We're getting ready to get out of here. But before we leave, for those that are watching on YouTube, once again, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification button for the upcoming podcast we have, which are Monday and Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Thank you so much for joining us. We want to thank Julie Weckel, say it right 3 times,
3 times charm.
for joining us
Look
for
at me.
Ben's Soft Pretzels. Guys, go out and check them out if you haven't. And come check us out next week for our next podcast at 8 p.m. on Monday. Guys, I am James Gill, your host. This is Joe Hill, co-host. Thanks, Scott, once again, from behind the scenes for helping us out. We're going to get out of here. We love you guys, and we're going.